if you've hated Marjorie Greene as a congresswoman, don't worry. Very soon, in just a couple of years, she might not be a congresswoman anymore, but only because she will be moving on up to the White House, at least according to some sources around Donald Trump. They say he has been talking about bringing Marjorie Greene into his administration. Now, as of right now, it's not generally being talked about that she would be his running mate, although, I don't know, doesn't it feel kind of like that's the only way this could turn out? Like at a deep level, that's the only possible future that awaits us? But let's go with what we know right now. He apparently said to a confidant earlier this year, wouldn't she be great? Saying that maybe it would be a White House staff position or a cabinet post or an agency appointment. He loves Marjorie Greene and would want her to be in a second term. That much was clear. Specifically, one position that he's talked about is giving her some sort of position as a senior official at the Justice Department. The person who he said that to was confused because they said, I don't think she's a lawyer. And you know what? I'm not sure either, but I do have to say, she doesn't really strike me as one. I suspect that she hasn't had much legal training or training of really any sort, maybe not house training even. I feel like she's untrained. That would be my gut. Anyway, if he does become president again, I don't doubt it. And like maybe not Supreme Court or something, but she's gonna be around. Unless she starts to become too popular. That's the only thing that I think in Trump's eyes could potentially damage her, is if she starts to draw too much attention, which is possible because the Trump base, they're lunatics and they want someone who's authentically as insane as they are. And I think that she honestly sells that better than Donald Trump can. So aside from that though, she might well end up as the secretary of God only knows what. What do you think, Michael?
Well, I think getting Senate approval for Marjorie Taylor Greene, even among many Republicans, would be a difficult thing. So it would have to be a job that does not have to clear the Senate in order to be in the administration. I think there are a lot of carts before a lot of horses here, and I don't think that's ever going to be a reality. That it's being discussed in and of itself is just talks about the qualifications of that guy to run again and what his idea of putting together a White House would be. Once again, lesson learned or not learned if he's brought back. I don't think it's going to happen, so I'm not really that concerned. Just the notion though that he likes to sort of taunt the other side, it's consistent in his presidency and his former presidency. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess maybe there would be some Republicans that would be against it. I think for him though, it's just a perfect choice. I mean, government is not supposed to function. You are not supposed to find.
It's for him. I don't think he even thinks that deeply about it, John. And I think you're right. But I don't think he thinks that government's not supposed to function. I think it's supposed to function the way he wants it to, according to him. And I think that it's more important that he needle the other side than he put somebody in position to succeed. So that's not to me.
Yeah, maybe. You know, I love the idea of her getting, I don't know, Secretary of Defense or something.
Right.
And she's all excited and they move her into her office and she sits at her desk and it's literally the dog wearing goggles surrounded by beakers. Like she wouldn't know what any of that was. She's not even really a congresswoman right now. She hosts a podcast. Can we be clear about that? The idea that she would open up a book and she would write something down and make a phone call. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like if you gave my dog Hilo a position in the Department of Energy. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, and Swin's story is all about how, like I get it. It's just sort of like forecasting some of these things that could happen. I don't think we're ever going to see Secretary Greene.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.